you've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. Toronto shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. No good on the second free throw. Nembhard outside. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Ingram with the ball. He's picked up by Nembhard. Ingram, the pass to Quickly. Outside Barrett. Three-pointer. Indiana with a rebound. And here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Beyond the arc. And he buries his first look.
I really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
From deep three-point land. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Halliburton surveys the floor. Over Quickly. Halliburton misses.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And here's Ingram outside. He buries it from 3.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Here's Halliburton. Barnes with the rebound. For Toronto, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. It's Quickly with a drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Ingram. From behind the arc. Indiana with a rebound. And they're running. There's Nesmith with a 3. And Indiana misses again. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The 3 from Barnes. Siakam pulls down the board. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 3. Halliburton, no good. Here's Barrett. The rebound by Turner. On the wing, Nembhard. Covered by Ingram. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Raptors lead by 3. Now here's Barrett. The 3 from Barnes. And Turner with the block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
The Pacers making a switch here. Matherin's checked in. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
The 3, Matherin. It's not going to go for him. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. He shoots. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pacers trail by 3. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Emmanuel Quickly is the lead guard for the Raptors, and he said, I'm still learning when to be ultra aggressive and when to get my teammates involved. The balance of it all while playing defense at a high level. It's a lot, but I'm having fun learning all of it because this is what I wanted, to be challenged. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Siakam for 3. Not going to go that time. Ooh, good work defensively by Ingram. Pass to Pirtle for the finish, and the dunk by Pirtle.
How about the agility of Pirtle, the 7-footer just sprinting down the open court with remarkable and surprising speed.
Now here's Nembhard. Yet to see a basket. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. There's 48 seconds left now in the first quarter. Turner passes to Siakam. Back to Turner. Over quickly. And it's Turner. That time on the assist from Siakam. Turner's got 5.
Boy, and Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Pass to Walter. Fader on the way. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. And it's Indiana's ball. The 3. And it's Benedict Mathurin with the 3.
Mathurin taking advantage of what's being given. Going to the corner and finding a shot.
Barrett. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And guys, what's your take on Indiana so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
T.J. McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Toppin. Then there's Walker. And it's Mathurin in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Pass to Shed. Here's Abaji. Spins. Here's Shed. He's marked by McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. Walter from outside. Halliburton with some nice D. Indiana leading by 4. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. McConnell outside. Lets it go from deep. Outside for Halliburton. No good with the triple.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
McConnell from outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Shed. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Indiana, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. No coverage that time. Mathurin's got 6 in the quarter.
He'll mix one in here and there. Mathurin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect his 3-ball.
And Indiana with some changes. Turner, he's checked in for Walker, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell. The Raptors also with a sub. Boucher's checked in for Barnes. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And it's Mathurin missing. The Raptors have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Shed. Boucher outside. Here's Walter. He's guarded by Nembhard. Launches it. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Now here's Halliburton. Nembhard outside. The Pacers again can't hit. Toronto has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. And it's all tied up. Mobo's got his second basket of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Nembhard outside. And Indiana misses again. For Toronto, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
And here's Mathurin. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Here's Toppin. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Toppin's got his first bucket in this one.
Improving his passing is going to be key for Mathurin in the NBA. It looks like he's already on that path.
He drops it from range. And the Raptors lead by 3.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. They get the rebound. Pass to Abaji. This one for 3. That shot off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now Halliburton. There's the triple. Bobo with the rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Pacers trail by 3. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul. Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Halliburton. Mathurin against Ingram. Mathurin passes to Nembhard. Here's Siakam. And Indiana misses again. Now the Raptors with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Nembhard outside. Offline from the top of the key. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Toronto out in front, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. So for Toronto right now, Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Pirtle in at the 5.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Snatched up! Kicks it to Quickly. Outside Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball connects from downtown. Barrett's got 5.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And here's Siakam for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Barrett on the wing. Quickly passes to Pirtle. It's Barnes on the wing. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Pacers trail by 6. Halliburton with the ball. Now guarded by Barrett. Here's Nembhard. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
Halliburton doing what he does so well, creating easy looks for his teammates. Outstanding court vision.
Drains the triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Quickly passes to Pirtle. Kicks it to Quickly. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Nembhard, right side. Back to Neesmith for the lead. Pirtle grabs a miss. And for the Raptors, they're shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Nembhard. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Left side Barrett. Quickly outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Quickly's got his second basket.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
There's Neesmith with the 3. Indiana again missing.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickly's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Nembhard outside. Outside for Halliburton. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Raptors lead by 3. Quickly outside. And again, Toronto no good. Nembhard outside. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Raptors. Birtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the 3. Barnes no good. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
And here's Ingram outside. Indiana with a rebound. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Halliburton, the pass to Nesmith. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
A minute 4 left in the third quarter here. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Indiana making a switch here. Matherin's checked in. Abaji's checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. It's Barnes on the wing. He's covered by Siakam. Oh, stolen by Turner. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. They get it back. Right side Matherin. Nembhard outside. On the wing, Matherin. Fires the 3. Back to Halliburton. From deep three-point land. Ooh, a long-range missile from Halliburton.
As fast as lightning, Halliburton gets it and shoots it in a matter of nanoseconds.
That one goes. Count it.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Halliburton, no good. Gets it off. The shot that time, not on target. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one.
We need you.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Toronto trailing. We've got Toppin. Benedict Matherin is out there with Walker. Then there's TJ McConnell. And it's Halliburton in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Kept alive to the paint. Pass to Lawson. The 3. The Pacers pull it in. McConnell outside. Halliburton outside. And here's Walker. Jacks up with 3. Bobo with the rebound. Here's Castleton. Walker covering. Here's Lawson. The 3 is up. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Walker. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple. And the Pacers lead by 5.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Pass to Castleton. 3-pointer. That one no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
The 3. And that one's good. Lawson.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality 3-point shot, and he delivers.
I think that might have been intentional. Perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
McConnell outside. For 3, Matherin. And no good.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Pass to Castleton. To take the lead. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got 5 rebounds in the game. Drills it from deep.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Matherin is so tough in transition.
On the take. Walker with a steal. Halliburton on the wing. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Off the mark there with a 3. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Castleton. A deep 3. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. McConnell finds Halliburton. Looking to get back on track. Bobo with a rebound. The Raptors shooting 27% in today's game. Not good.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Halliburton, pass to Walker. Back to Halliburton. Outside Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And stolen by McConnell. Now the Pacers on the move. Toppin outside. Halliburton, the pass to Toppin. 4-3. The rebound by Shed. Raptors trail by 6.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Shots good by Matherin.
And right now, Matherin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
Out to the right wing. Lawson. Offensive rebound to the wing, right side. Off target with the 3.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
It's stolen by Halliburton. Pass to McConnell. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Walker for 3. Walter pulls it in. And Toronto has possession. 7-point differential. Here's Lawson. He's covered by Matherin. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Matherin up top. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Indiana winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they show.
plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. Hart is out there with Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Now Turner, after Jalen Brunson missed in on that last three-pointer. Turner passes to Neesmith. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Well, yet another selfless play from Miles Turner. Pretty pass to his teammate.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Well, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. You can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Now here's Towns. Anunoby finds Brunson. Three-pointer. That one, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Now here's Turner. A shot by Nembhard, no good. It's Hart on the wing. That 3 off the mark. And now Siakam pushing it up, but no one back to stop him. And the jumper off target to finish the break.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
No one near him. Nembhard's shot is good.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
To the inside. And Brunson, the basket on the assist by Towns.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Halliburton passes to Nembhard. There's the 3. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby outside. Back to Hart. Got a piece of it. Now the Pacers moving it up. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Indiana again missing. New York leading by 4. Hart with a screen on Siakam. Towns for 3. Kept alive. Hart kicks to Towns. From deep, Brunson. Rejected by Halliburton. 5 to shoot. Anunoby has the open look. No good with the triple. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton for 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. New York shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. For 3, Bridges. The rebound by Turner.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Here's Neesmith. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Towns for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in the defense.
Neesmith, that's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Neesmith has got 6.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's New York in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. And it's T.J. McConnell. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Halliburton in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
And a wide open look for Walker. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap with young stars and positional fits for each side.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Let's it go with a 3. And it's Mathurin missing. The Knicks leading by 6. Pass to Payne. This one for 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. The Pacers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far.
This is why coaches love Tyrese Halliburton. Just plays the right way.
Here's McBride. He's covered by Halliburton. Bridges against Mathurin. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 6.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's Walker with the 3. Robinson pulls it in. New York's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Achua kicks to Robinson. Pass to Payne. From deep. Out to Bridges. Beyond the arc. Good on the 3-point shot. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
A pass that long had better be on target. Otherwise, it's impossible to make a play.
Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. The Knicks also changing it up. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And Anunoby subbed in for Cameron Payne. They get it again. Back to Bridges. Takes the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. And it's Neesmith in for Halliburton. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson's check in.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Mathurin. Knicks with the rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McBride. Makes it off the glass. McBride's got his first 2 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And Towns throws it down.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Pass to Siakam. Looking to end the run. Knicks with the rebound. Brunson outside. And it's off from three-point range. Pacers trail by 12. Outside Mathurin to the right side. And a wide open look for Siakam. Traps in the tray. Siakam's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, all you have to do when a teammate has the basketball is beat a target, and Pascal steps into it and lets it go. Nicely done. No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Now, here's Neesmith. He's guarded by Anunoby. No good off the front iron.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And the Knicks miss again. And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We've seen Mikal Bridges really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, the length and skill set is a tremendous combination for Mikal Bridges. Starting to cook a little bit.
Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. And the Pacers can't get it to go. New York leading by 13. Outside, Towns. Launches it. Hits the 3-point bomb. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
They get it back. Out to Brunson. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Nembhard. And that time, also a missed shot.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Out to Brunson. Shoots the 3. New York now working with the new shot clock. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Bridges has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot, Mikal.
Turner for 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Knicks?
Brunson, no good.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And it's Mathurin missing. New York leading by 17. It's stolen by Mathurin. Shoots over Anunoby. Good D by Anunoby.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Brunson with a clean look. New York missing again.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Towns for three. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. That's a 2 for Mathurin. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pacers trail by 20. Turner for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
With the fadeaway. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Turner. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Puts up a 3. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nemhard's shot is good. Nemhard's got 6 in the quarter.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Mikal Bridges has been the guy making. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Halliburton. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Pass to Achua. The 3. They get the rebound. Back to Payne. The second chance effort. Achua, no good. Pacers trail by 17. Halliburton for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 3 ball. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Halliburton outside from deep 3-point territory. The kick out to Walker. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Halliburton with the steal. Pass to Toppin. Halliburton against Towns. And a wide open look for Mathurin. That ball's nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists in the game. Here's McBride. New York, no good that time either. Pacers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. In the corner, it's Toppin. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Toppin's got his first points of the game. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's Achua. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And Walker's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And it's Halliburton missing.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Pacers trail by 9. Toppin finds Mathurin. The trade is rebounded by New York. They led the game at 1 point by 20. McBride with the ball. And it's Toppin picking him up. And it's Towns missing. Pacers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. The Knicks leading by 9. Pass to Payne. Now, here's Achua. Toppin covering. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
They're in for 3. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Towns in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. Toppin pulls it in. Here's Indiana. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's McConnell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. So it's New York now. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Neesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Siakam passes to Halliburton. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Turner. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
From past the arc. From deep, Brunson, no good. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily. a blowout. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. Stolen by Anunoby. Bridges with it. Picked up by Barrett. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. But he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, Barrett with a nice touch down there as the lefty was able to negotiate the little room that he had.
Towns way outside. Ingram with the steal. It's rebounded by New York.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Out to Brunson. And the Knicks miss again. Fast break Toronto. Pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. New York, no good that time either. The Raptors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Quickly with it. Bridges covering. And it's quickly missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the 3. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And gotta love the long, long arms of Brandon Ingram.
Stolen by Quickly. Here's Ingram. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. The Knicks have got a paltry 0-6 in the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Hart with a screen on Pirtle. Towns, the pass to Hart. Anunoby has the open look. It's good from long range.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Quickly with it. Brunson picks him up. Ingram against Bridges. Ingram kicks to Quickly. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Toronto making a change here. Walters checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Achua, he's checked in for Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. And it's all evened up.
And those are 2 points earned by Jalen Brunson.
The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Ingram outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Ingram. Pass to Pirtle. Shot clock at 6. Barrett kicks to Quickly. Shoots over Brunson, and the Raptors miss again.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
The Raptors shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Walter can't get it to go. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Bridges outside. Fires from deep. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
and running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Drains the three-pointer.
And drifting to the corner and finding some space, Towns can exploit any gap in a defense.
Takes it inside. Ingram finds quickly. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Bridges. Hasn't made one yet. A three-pointer off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Raptors. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Payne. Bridges out there with Achua. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's McBride in at the 2. New York trailing. For 3, Bridges. Abaji pulls it in.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
New York shooting like 21% from the field so far. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, throw it anywhere you want. Mitchell Robinson knows what to do.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Bridges outside. A 3 ball. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now the Raptors moving it up. Floats one. He lays it in. Lobo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Now McBride. Nothing on the board. Now the Raptors moving it up.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Pass to Bridges. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Takes a 3. They get it again. Robinson. Goes up again. Out to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson misses. Raptors leading by 6. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
They get it back. Pass to Payne. There's the triple. Here's Robinson. Out to Bridges. From past the arc. Bridges missing again.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Snatched up. And it's Barnes on the follow. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Robinson. Lobo with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's McBride. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And it's the Raptors ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Lets the 3 fly. Out to Bridges. The tray. Here's Robinson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Robinson's got his second basket of the game. Here's Shed. Makes it off the glass. Shed's got the lead up to 10 now for Toronto.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
McBride's shot is off. Raptors have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Mobo can't hit. Knicks trail by 10. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Bridges. Pass to McBride. From downtown, Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. From outside the arc, it's not going to go for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And get ready for the fan. Half-court shot. Give me the beat. They're measuring up the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Scotty Barnes. What a contribution.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
We've got Barnes, and it's Mobo in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Pass to Abaji. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Mobo. Barnes outside. And the Raptors miss again. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things. Every night to help your team be in a position to win games.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Abaji can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Anunoby. Abaji pulls it in. Lawson outside. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brunson kicks to Bridges. That 3 off the mark.
Not a way to get out of the funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. No good from Lawson. Knicks trail by 10. Anunoby outside. And it's off from three-point range. Toronto shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Barnes right side. For three. Abaji can't get it to go. Now the Knicks with it. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Fast break, Toronto. Outside for Lawson. And again, no good by Toronto. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Towns. For three, Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Bridges has got it back down to within single digits for New York. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Walter's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Pass to Walter, jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Brunson, that's a two-pointer. New York, no good that time either. Raptors leading by 6. And here is Barnes. Stolen. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Knicks trail by 6. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Three-pointer. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Lawson. Here's the three. Drills it from outside. Lawson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's Hart. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Pass to Towns. The three. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Barnes hits them both. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third. Bridges deciding where to go with it. The kick out to Anunoby. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Raptors. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
That's his first personal foul.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Miles McBride. Achua is out there at Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Kolek in at the 1 spot. Mobo can't hit. Knicks trail by 8. Right outside. Off target with his 3. The Raptors shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Pass to quickly. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Right outside. Lets it go with the three. The kick out to Anunoby. Fires the three. Nailed from three-point land. Anunoby's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. Pass to Roden. Here's Walter. Toronto working the ball around now. Into the lane. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. Mobile. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Grady Dix checked in for Toronto. The Knicks also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. And Cameron Payne subbed in for DeLon Wright. And he makes all three. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Boucher against Hart. Can't connect from short range. Raptors leading by 8. Pass to quickly. From deep. Connects from three-point range.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Anunoby. From outside, off the mark.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Toronto with the ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Dick can't get it to go. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 14. Here's Anunoby. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. Toronto, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the basket is good.
Every now and then quickly can feel out that mid-range and attack that area.
Shot on the wing. Back to Payne. And shot on the way. And that's good for 2.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Raptors.
Here's Quickly. Powered down with both hands.
In an instant, Quickly saw the opening, didn't hesitate.
Knicks trail by 16. Towns wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 14 rebounds. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And it's Towns missing. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 14-5 run. And here's Barnes for 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Knicks trail by 14 to the paint. Here's Hart. Bridges outside. Lets it go from deep. Boucher with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Raptors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
Here's Roden. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Fires away from outside. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Raptors lead by 14. Here's Anunoby. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Toronto. Pass to Roden. The three. The shot that time, not on target. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clear.
Anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward position. Now here's Quickly. Three-pointer on target from range.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And here's Ingram outside. Pacers with a rebound. There's Nesmith with the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Halliburton doing what he does so well, creating easy looks for his teammates. Outstanding court vision.
And it's Quickly with a miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard.
Now here's Halliburton. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Five to shoot. Pass to Nesmith. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Indiana's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. Halliburton for 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that 3 with regularity, you got to defend him closely at all times.
From outside the arc. A rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. There's the 3. Quickly with a rebound. For Toronto, they've gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Ali. Well, the Raptors shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes left in the first.
Halliburton for 3. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Halliburton's gone just 1 for 4 so far. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Quickly's got 6 points.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Here's Nembhard. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Raptors lead by 3. And here's Ingram outside. The offensive rebound. It's Barrett on the wing. That 3's off the mark. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Siakam. Fires the 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 from Barnes. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. And here's Nembhard. For 3. And that one's good. Siakam for 3.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Outside Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. 4-3. Second shot opportunity. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Outside Nesmith. Launches a 3. Barnes with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Quickly outside. Here's the three. Connects from downtown. He's got 9.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Halliburton, the pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Fires the three. Pirtle grabs a miss. Quickly outside. The three. The shot, no good. A big-time effort for Emmanuel Quickly, providing a lot of energy for Toronto. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then it's Halliburton. Then there's T.J. McConnell. And it's Toppin in at the 5. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people's shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, "I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal. I don't ever set limits." Brian?
Allie just scratching the surface. Thank you. Good stuff there. The steal. Here's Mobo. And again, Toronto, no good. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Walker. There's a screen. And here's McConnell from the arc. They get it back. Outside Dick. To the middle. On the wing, Grady Dick lets the three fly. Fires in the triple. Dick's got 6.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
McConnell's shot is off. Raptors lead by 8. Here's Battle. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And here's Toppin from the arc. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. Fades. Walker pulls down the board.
Clearly, the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Here's Battle. Outside Dick. 1:51 left in the first half of this game. Here's Roden. It's rebounded by Indiana. Up top, McConnell. Toppin passes to Walker. Toppin outside. Pass to McConnell. This one for 3. Mobo with the rebound. Raptors lead by 8. Here's Battle. And again, no good by Toronto. Left side Mathurin. The 3-ball. Rebound Toronto. Mobo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Battle. 55 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Roden. A deep 3. Walker pulls down the board. Pacers trail by 8. On the wing, Mathurin. The three. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Outside Dick. To win the drought. Roden, no good.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
To the inside, to the right side. Here's Battle. Gets the 3 ball to go. Battle's got 6. 8 seconds left to play in the half. The 3, Mathurin. Not going to go that time. And the first half now in the books. Toronto out in front. They're up by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
The Pacers, 18. Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Emmanuel quickly with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett in at small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. And here's Indiana now. Toronto making their last shot. Neesmith's shot is off. The 3 is up. And there's Barrett on the assist from Barnes. Give him 8.
Yeah, this is what Barrett does best. A talented scorer who keeps things simple on the offensive end. I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Quickly from outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got 8 rebounds in the game. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little area. Well, I think it's big whenever Ingram connects from distance, especially, though, when answering back like he did there.
Raptors lead by 13. It's stolen by Halliburton. Puts up a 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, deflected.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
And again, Toronto no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 13. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Mathurin's checked in for Indiana. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. And it's quickly with a miss. Pacers trail by 13. Nembhard outside. Off target with the 3. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in the 3rd, and it's quickly with a miss. Mathurin against Barrett. Nembhard outside. Outside for Halliburton. Launches it. Oh, yes, sir. Halliburton from deep.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Barnes against Siakam. Outside Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Quickly. The Pacers pull it in.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
Now here's Mathurin. Let's go with a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Tipped. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
The lead now in single digits. Siakam's got 6 points.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement. He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Now here's Pirtle. Still no points. Quickly passes to Ingram. From deep. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Indiana shooting their first free throw this game.
I tell you, one of the things I've noticed about Halliburton is his endurance, man. It is off the charts. He's always pushing the pace and really outworking other guys most of the time. He's constantly revving up the motor and taking things up a notch.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Nembhard. Siakam for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Ingram deciding where to go with it. It could go. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a healthy. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the 4th quarter. Walker out there with Benedict Mathurin. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Barrett. Kicks it to Quickly. Beyond the arc. The Pacers pull it in.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Walker finds Halliburton. Back to Walker. From downtown. Pirtle grabs a miss. Toronto leading by 8. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Quickly from outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. Nembhard, he's checked in for McConnell. On defense, the Pacers. The 3 from Quickly. The rebound by Nembhard.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Walker for 3. Knocks down the triple. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. It's a 5-point game. Here's Toppin. Outside for Halliburton. 3-pointer Mathurin. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Quickly. Back to Ingram. And again, Toronto, no good. Pacers trail by 5. Nembhard outside. Fires for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
To stop the drought. Indiana with a rebound.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
There's Neesmith with the 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Barnes the screen. Pass to Barrett. Quickly outside. The 3 is up. Halliburton with some nice D.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Barrett. Now Barnes. He's covered by Siakam. Outside Ingram. Takes a 3. A rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Halliburton outside. No good from outside.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
On the wing quickly. Defended by Halliburton. And here's Ingram outside. Oh, Siakam with the block.
And their coaching staff, they love this. I mean, Siakam, he's engaged, aggressive, just getting after it on the defensive end.
Now here's Nembhard. Jacks up a 3. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Now here's Turner. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Ingram.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound. He got it done.
Releases. Neesmith's shot is off. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Shot to stop the run. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
Halliburton with the ball. Launches it from deep. Can't connect. And so the big win by Indiana in a both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle, let's keep a close eye on.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. Towns for 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Gets the 3 to fall.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Towns can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Counted from distance.
Nice find by Halliburton. Just a great feel for the game.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And the shot goes down.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Pass to Nesmith. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And Anunoby pulls it down. The Knicks have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Brunson misses. Indiana has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Turner, no good. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about this matchup here tonight, specifically what his team wants to do against Miles Turner. Coach told me we need to push him out of the paint whenever we can and make him a jump shooter and live with those results. If we could do that, I think we'll be in great shape. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Halliburton. There's Nesmith with the 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Nesmith's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And the Knicks miss again. And Halliburton has got the ball here for Indiana. Shoots. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Knicks trail by 8. And Anunoby for 3. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Smart pass right there from Hart. I like how he reads the floor.
Siakam, pass to Turner.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Nesmith. Siakam for 3. Towns with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Indiana. They're on an 11-3 run from deep. Halliburton misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Now here's Halliburton. No points so far.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Yeah, and for Towns, great awareness at the offensive end.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, BA. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter here. Halliburton misses.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Out to Bridges. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam for 3. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Towns. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Well, the Pacers shooting 33% in the first quarter. Turner passes to Siakam. And Indiana misses again. Pass to Hart. From deep three-point land. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Indiana ahead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. We've got Toppin. Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Benedict Mathurin, and it's Bryant in at the 5. Robinson can't hit. Pacers leading by 5. Right side Mathurin takes a 3. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Mathurin's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Out of bounds. It'll be Pacers ball. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. McConnell against Payne. And here's Shepard for 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
McBride can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. And here's Toppin from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Achua. Over Toppin. And the Knicks miss again. The Pacers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. For 3, Mathurin. Offensive rebound. McConnell from outside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, Toppin trying to gain his confidence by sharing the ball. He gets an assist.
Outside McBride. This one for 3. Pass to Dadier. Beyond the arc. To the left wing. Achua passes to McBride. 4 on the clock. They get it back. Robinson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant.
The coaching staff likes this. Mitchell Robinson down there and drawing fouls.
Good on the second one. Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent. And lately, he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body and being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful. Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Here's Toppin. Achua with a rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McBride. And the 3 off target. Indiana leading by 5. Pass to Shepard. Lets it go from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Achua's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Dadier. From outside, off the mark. Well, the Pacers shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking.
You're talking about a sensational athlete. Mathurin is so tough in transition.
Robinson on the wing from the arc. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer Mathurin. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Payne. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now the Pacers on the move. Three-pointer Mathurin. And Dadier pulls it down. Knicks trail by 11. Robinson passes to Payne. New York again can't hit. Indiana on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Shot's good by Mathurin.
And right now, Mathurin is on a roll. This young guy continues to do whatever he wants.
Right side McBride. There's the three. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fires for 3. And Mathurin gets it to go. On the assist by Toppin. Mathurin's got 15.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Takes the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Dadier. Off the mark there with a 3. That'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. So we conclude the first half. Indiana ahead, up by 15. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Nice game. Great performance by Benedict Mathurin.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Knicks trail by 15. Halliburton with the steal. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
Steady from behind the three-point line. Halliburton is someone you rely on to knock down a few threes.
Here's Brunson outside. New York again can't hit. Indiana leading by 18. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jalen Brunson would become the player he is today, Grant.
Yeah, that's for sure, B.A. Or he definitely wouldn't have been a second-round pick. He's a hard worker, a competitor, and an elite offensive player.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Pacers lead 38-23.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Hits the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 6.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Brunson misses. Indiana's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Siakam, the pass to Nesmith. Halliburton for 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. To the right side, and here's Brunson from the arc. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And here's Siakam for 3. Sinks the tray. 6 points for him.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Hart can't hit.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And he gets it to go.
An active score. Wow. I mean, Towns understands that his team looks to him to help shoulder the offensive load.
Here's Halliburton. The Knicks pull it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Outside Anunoby. Tipped away. Outside Hart. Anunoby on the wing. Off target with the 3. Indiana leading by 21. Fires the 3. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Towns for three. Fires in the triple. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Halliburton for three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Well, Indiana shooting just 36% in the third. Here's Halliburton. The quick look, no good that time. Knicks trail by 18. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Neesmith with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. To the middle. Back to Neesmith. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 18. 4-3. And Brunson with the bucket on the assist from Hart. Brunson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Halliburton, pass to Nembhard. Shoots over Bridges. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And so it's the Indiana pick. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Neesmith in at the 3 slot. Pass to Turner. Back to Halliburton. And stolen by Brunson. The 3 is up. Ooh, way out there, Jalen Brunson.
Shooting while in rhythm, Brunson now becoming troublesome.
Indiana leading by 14. Here's Turner. Looking to end this cold spell. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Brunson outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. And here's Turner from the arc. And Indiana misses again. The Knicks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And the basket by Bridges.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Nembhard outside. Turner in the high post. 3-pointer. The rebound by Bridges.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And an Obi for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's Pacers leading by 11. Nembhard outside. And stolen by Bridges. And here's Brunson from the arc. They get it again. Here's Towns. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Neesmith on the wing. From downtown. And Indiana misses again.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Towns for 3. The rebound by Nembhard. Indiana has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Halliburton, no good.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. They double team Halliburton. Back to Nesmith. To stop the drought. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down. I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Towns for 3. And he can't get that one.
Yeah, it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Pacers.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for Tyrese Halliburton.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam for 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 17. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And an Obi for 3. Drops in the 3. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth.
Pacers lead 54-40.
Launches it from deep. And so Indiana takes this one by a... Allie, thank you as always. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Pirtle in at the center position. Now here's Brunson. No good on the 3. It's a one-on-one situation. On target from range.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Hart.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Quickly against Brunson. Barnes in the post, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You love how Scotty Barnes embraces the challenge of a contested shot. Don't back down, Scotty.
Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All-NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain. Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Outside Ingram. And Anunoby pulls it down.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Quickly from outside. Here's Barrett. Soft touch off the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Anunoby over Barrett. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
And he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. It's Hart on the wing. He's guarded by Barnes. Outside Brunson. Goes back up. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
What we know about Jalen Brunson is this guy is not afraid to take it to the cup. He's ready to challenge defenders.
For the Knicks, Achua comes in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Mikal Bridges. Pass to Pirtle. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Achua for 3. New York again can't hit. Raptors lead by 3. Ingram finds Barrett. There's a minute 26 left in the first. The 3 from Quickly. And it's Brunson with the rebound. New York has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career from role player to star player?
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution. Now, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Here's Brunson outside. Rebound Toronto. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Outside Barrett. Hurdle with a screen on Hart. Clock at 4. For 3, Barrett. It's rebounded by McBride. Knicks trail by 6. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Barrett against Hart. The 3. Hurdle grabs a miss. Hurdle's got 4 rebounds now. Gets it off. And that's not gonna go. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Dick, and it's Castleton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. From deep three-point range, here's Battle. They get it again. The 3 ball. He buries it from 3. Battle's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Outside of Chua. This one for 3. The rebound by Shed. Raptors lead by 9. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Dick. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
McBride drops in the 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Toronto's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Pass to Castleton. To the paint. Here's Bobo. Takes the 3. The rebound by Bridges. Outside McBride. Fades and shoots. Here's Robinson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Drives to the hoop, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power athleticism, beautifully done.
Knicks trail by 7. Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
Here's Lobo, still without a bucket. From the arc, Dick with a miss. New York has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. For 3, Bridges. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. New York making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Battle. Anunoby covering. And the Raptors miss again.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And the basket by Towns.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And down it goes. 2 points. And the Raptors lead by 4.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Fires for 3. And Castleton pulls it down.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Mobo gets the bucket.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Pass to Castleton. Now Grady Dick. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. The Knicks with the rebound. Here's Kolek. They get the rebound. Achua passes to Towns. The 3. And Castleton pulls it down. It's a one-on-one situation. Spins. Now here's Dick. Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. That'll do it for the first half. Raptors out in front, leading by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Barrett. Pass to Quickly. It's stolen by Hart. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Here's Ingram. No points so far. The 3, Barrett. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Unbelievable. That's the big cat. So fluid at the center position.
The 3 from Quickly. The rebound by Bridges. Knicks trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Hart can't hit.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Back to Barrett. Just 4 to shoot. Over Bridges. And the Raptors miss again.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Hart from long range knocks down the long J. Hart's got 5.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
It's Barnes on the wing. Shoots over Hart. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anunoby. Bridges outside. For the lead. Rebound by the Raptors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Ingram going inside.
The length of Ingram is something else. Gets up to slam it in a second's notice because of it.
Bridges with it. Now guarded by Barrett. Anunoby for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got 8 rebounds in the game. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Kicks it out to Barrett. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Barnes finds Barrett. And he makes it on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
This guy's a bucket getter. R.J. Barrett finds a way to capitalize on the interior. He's got the size to get it done.
Towns passes to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Brunson looks it over. Kicks it out Towns. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
Now here's Quickly. Kicks it out to Barrett. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Quickly with a miss. Knicks trail by 5. Back to Brunson. Takes a 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Birtle's got 9 rebounds now. Outside Barrett. Kicks it to Quickly. Back to Barrett. And stolen by Brunson. And he lobs it up top. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, an athletic jam by Bridges going up high.
Barnes against Hart. Launches a 3. No good that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And we've just... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Brandon Ingram out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett in at the 3. That evens the score. Payne's got his first 3 points of the game.
After being behind for so long, they must be relieved to finally get this thing tied up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Now here's Anunoby. Outside Achua. And there's the lob, and stolen by Barrett. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Lets the 3 fly, nails it from beyond the arc. And the Raptors lead by 3. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
And so it's New York with it. Toronto making their last shot. And again, the Knicks missing. In transition, here they come. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Kicks it out to Barrett. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Knicks trail by 7. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Pirtle. And another fast break opportunity for the Raptors. Here we go. Barnes, no good. For New York, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. They grab their own miss. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
And here's Payne outside. Quickly with a rebound.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
The 3, Barrett. Pass to Ingram. Tries again. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists now in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. .146 left in the game. 5 to shoot. For 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto leading by 8. Outside Barnes. Ingram on the wing. Sinks it from distance. Ingram's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Raptors.
They looked to run any time they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for R.J. Barrett.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Anunoby. Buries it from 3.
Well, you have to like the vision from Karl Anthony Towns. He's got the kind of size necessary to see over the defense.
Raptors lead 49-41.
20 seconds left to play in the fourth. Now here's Ingram. McBride covers. 3-pointer. The shot by Ingram, no good. So it's Toronto picking up the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's